Ladies and gentlemen, are we on?
Yep.
Welcome to the Big Massive Podcast. This episode's called Tiptoe Round Nile.
Why?
Nile's in one of them moods. Do you know one of them moods, ladies and gentlemen, right, where people pretend they're alright? Oh, I'm grand.
No, but it's like...
See? Before we go on, there's a but it's like, because there is something.
Let's get the podcast done. Oh, fuck. No, not two.
Two.
Oh, Jesus.
We don't do two in a row. Our viewers want fresh. Anything could happen that day.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Juice.
next week there will be only one podcast, and this will be it.
Why?
Because I know
For
now
the Leanne McCooey episode?
of a thing that's not selling that probably won't happen. And
There we go. Here the glass is half empty, ladies and gentlemen. The tumblewood.
So we'll go down to your idea.
You're like an old horror film now. You sicken me. You know what's I was a wee bit late there and you were later than me. Mark was here first, fair play then.
I had to go back for my charger.
Congratulations on getting married again then too.
So I came in, there's nothing set up at all.
See the video with the boil? Oh, that's like
Did you not see it? No.
Cookie's fault. They did.
You did?
Oh, my ma and dad and brothers and all Waynes are away down to Kerry.
I thought they weren't going.
No, they're way down. And I think they're afraid to ask me to look after the dogs because they think I'm that busy. But they left Conan and Kaylee in charge, my eldest two. And as soon as they left, and they're paying them and everything, I found this out. As soon as they left, I'm not walking the whole way over there, my own, or after work or not. So I'm doing it. That's what I'm saying. So I have to get up in the morning. Have to get up in the morning and let them out. Obviously, feed them, lift the sheets, and then go back in later on, and then go back at night then. So before I came here, I brought them in, closed the blinds, all that crack.
So are they just running about the house?
No, in the kitchen just. Right. For the night. But see, last
so
night.
is there shite all
So
over
last
the kitchen?
night, no, you put out the newspaper, and so my dad says, listen, put the newspaper out. They'll probably not shite, they'll probably wait till they go outside.
Chronicle?
Oh, aye. The Bonnie Baby, your edition that year. I just shite all over that, boys. Aim for his fucking face. Come on. But so what I did was, you know what? I think because they were excited to see me last night, but then they got fed up with me because I think they missed my man there. So it says, I'll go and sit in the living room a wee while. Didn't even want to come in. They sat in the kitchen away from me. So I did the whole clean up.
I like these dogs.
So I did the whole clean up. Put the newspapers down, closed the door, checked everything, switches off. Says I took one wee look back in to see how they're getting on. Put the head in the kitchen like that. Looked down, big turd in the newspaper. Just
Bye, boys.
looked at it, thought about, the right thing to do now is lift that, let them have a peaceful, no shite in the air, smell, environment for the night. No, just, nah. Because I did everything. Everything was done. It was finalised. I was just doing the right thing, boys. Seen the turd and just...
I was just going to say, what was the point of the look-in? Because it doesn't matter if they were both dead. You were just like...
Right, lads. Just because I wanted to admire my work. Oh, everything's done. Oh, there. Oh, turd. Fuck that. And away on I went. I was waiting for him this morning then, but so it wasn't too smart.
That's why I'm not a big pro dog guy, because they shed hair.
Or sure, my ma doesn't like the wee one. She'll tell me whenever... Because remember, their dog disappeared for 3 weeks.
Aye, that's right.
And we replaced it with a wee
Down
chihuahua.
the road, that's
My
right.
ma says when we came in with the chihuahua, she was sort of she was thinking to herself, I've fucking got rid of the other dog, now she come back. And she says the grandkids were all on top, look, Granny, we got you now. She's like, oh, it's fucking amazing. Ma would say she wouldn't care if the wee one escaped. Where my dad would.
I'll be let that out.
Go. He's the crafty one too, the wee fart. But the other one came back then. She's now stuck with 2 dogs. And the wee one pisses and surprise pisses and shits. On your dinner table and stuff. Because they climb up things to shade on.
I couldn't eat food in a room where dogs were beating about all day, like.
Aye, you could.
No.
Would you not go into one of them bars or restaurants with loud dogs in?
I wouldn't like that. No, I wouldn't like a dog in a restaurant when I'm eating, like.
Might they plant the discos with dogs?
But they stay away from me.
Nah. Gone on. Doesn't like you, anyway. You don't. Shippy?
No. Do you know what? I always say I like dogs. I'm a dog guy, but I'm not probably.
You're not?
No, I'm not.
I've got more in the dogs as I got older. Don't know what that is. You got more in the dogging. You got older, you can't.
I wish.
Why?
Far more right.
I wish I was a dogger. No, you're the boy who looks in the window.
More wanking though.
The baloney Bob Kinafi. The glory hole, that's a fucking dodgy one.
No.
You have to stick
Would your foot all the way through?
Your willy have to go through it all, wondering what is waiting at that other side. Hey? Could be anything.
Would you want to know?
Fuck. Wasn't there that story that we heard?
That's right. Years ago was her dad.
Oh,
I don't think that's true. It's an
good one.
That's what they call an urban myth.
Urban myth.
Oh man, I watched this just when you were on about that. It's I can't remember where I seen it, but it was like it was a clip for something from it's called The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. It was the horror writer for. Have you ever seen Hereditary?
I think it did.
The girl gets head. She puts her head out the window. That's bad.
Hereditary. Hereditary. What's it about?
It's kind of a cult thing. The girl gets killed.
I've watched some.
Gabriel Burns on it. He comes out of the fire. Woo!
No,
it's a cracker. I love it. But man, it's called something about the Johnsons. So it's only a wee 30-minute job. So I was kind of intrigued. So I was in Belfast already. At a break, I went to Boojum and watched this thing on my phone just to be chill out. Starts off, the wee boy's wanking in the room. The dad knocks on the door. He just busts on it, and the dad's like, "Oh, jeez!" The wee boy jumps into the bed, and then he goes back, and he was like, "That's perfectly normal. Look, And the wee boy goes, "Do you do it?" And he was like, "Look, it's normal." And he was like, "Well, do you do it?" And he's like, "Look, I'll leave you do it. It's perfectly normal." The wee boy lies back down in the bed. He's got a picture of the dad. So then it cuts to their fucking wedding day. And the son's getting married, and the dad's standing there, just kind of fucking big shock. And the son's reaching down and grabbing him by the hole and all, behind the pictures and all.
His own son?
Aye. And then they're all eating cake at the wedding. The mother's like,
You kept watching anyway, this part? Intrigued?
Oh, it's rock hard. And then the mother's like, where are they and all? And she hears a wee rustling on the back fence, and your man's giving the dad a fucking blowjob. But the dad doesn't want this to happen. It's like an abusive domestic violence son. The son won't let him get away. It gets quite dark. Like, well, I know it started off quite dark, but it gets dark.
It's quite dark. See if somebody broke into your house and stole your laptop.
No, I'll clean his whistle.
No, you'd be saying, I bet that cunt fucking downloads child porn.
It was on my phone. I watched it. It's on YouTube. Anybody wants to watch
Bet
it.
he'll fucking corrupt my laptop with fucking dirty stuff.
It's on YouTube. It's on the YouTubes.
No.
There's something strange about the Johnsons.
I watched a full series yesterday. I forget the name of it.
Lying on your hip for a whole day watching.
All day. Prep myself for the gym today.
Bed sores?
Sore back from just too much sofa.
What was it?
It's on Netflix. It's about this baby factory. It's maybe called Baby Factory, actually. And you know what? Did you see when I started watching
it? A documentary?
I was looking at, because I was drinking the day before, so I watch TV with a hangover. Like, I'm like they're insulting me. You know what I mean? I'm just stared a bastard. So it's like an insult. It's like you're a cheeky cunt. So I was watching. It's like this thing was like someone went straight to the TV. No one on MTV.
Oh no!
And you're like, "What? This is terrible acting." And then it's like, "What? Oh fuck!" And then watch the whole five episodes. It's only like 40 minutes each or 30, but it's fucking good because the main actress is good. It's just about her getting. Do you know what? It reminds you here back in the fucking 1800s, early 1900s. Gary gets pregnant, mother and father go mad, she escapes, a hooker brings her to this place and looks after her, so it's this fucking English dude, and he just farms Waynes out of...
Traffic?
He sells them, the millionaires. Just.
Oh, right.
So your woman realises...
How to miss that boat?
She realised that she was in a prison rather than a hospital, but the way they enticed her in, we're going to look after you, and she's putting this big lovely suite in them, and she says she's staying in to put her under the bunk beds.
Is this a TV show?
Netflix.
You fucking watch the weirdest things. Eh? What that there?
That's the Hangover one. Where you're just
But
like,
how do you even get to that? Like,
look at it and you're
Baby
fucking
Factory,
annoying
TV,
me.
made for TV.
because it's just new. I go through what's new on Netflix.
I watched the 28 days and weeks. Man, everybody just seems to be talking about the new one.
Saying it's shite.
The giant knobs in it, giant wangs.
There's ninjas in it, I heard.
That too. But there's like alpha. There's like these big, massive alpha
Zombies.
but they've got big, massive dicks.
Do they ride you?
No, but your mom
What's
was.
the
But your mom was like, he was in the cinema watching it, and there's a bit where it was like they're in a lake or a water or something, and they start to run. And he said the fucking big wangs are jiggling everywhere, and he's like, everybody was kind of like starting to giggle.
You and your first date.
Because now I'm seeing
you're 17
there's
or
reels reels coming up about it everywhere, so it must be a thing.
Propellers now
Just a big helicopter run after you.
It's getting a bad review.
I seen the Empire give it 4 to 5. Still going to go see it. Like.
It seems to be like at Sinners. It's like you're leaving going, was that brilliant or fucking shit?
I like Sinners.
Did you watch it?
Aye.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you watch it?
That was a good one.
Oh, no?
I'd think you want to be a vampire.
No, I want to be Irish. Fuck you.
I want to love forever and all Irish songs.
And be black.
No.
And bite people.
I want to be black. I want to be Chinese.
Chinese vampire.
But you know, every time they bite somebody, they get all their memories.
The Irish love the Gaelic.
Gaelic. What else? Oh, I was listening to a podcast, a horror podcast about. You ever see Cabin in the Woods? So I watched Cabin in the Woods.
You told me not to watch it. You said it was shit with a Batista on it.
No, that's a different one.
It's a cabin. There's a cabin involved.
Do you know the one with Chris Hemsworth? That's a few years ago.
No, ain't that good?
You haven't seen it?
No. Cabin in the Woods.
Aye.
Do you continue?
I can't really. Have you ever seen it? Fuck, you'll love it. Here, I can't even get the premise of it. No, it's quite good. Do you like horror films?
Quite good. It's a 5 acres term, man. It's quite good. Do you like which one?
Horrors.
Love them. I love being.
What's your top 2 horrors? Fuck, I watched Freddy back one day. It doesn't stand the test of time.
No, when he does the big long arms.
That's a bad.
That's the Muppet Show.
And then there's one right at the end. It's the last scene where your woman's standing waving at the door, and she gets pulled through the
manic one. Just
just one of them rubber inflatable dolls. Just.
Do you remember back in the 70s show too, when there was stuntmen, they just threw a fucking a body shaped sack. And then he gets up and brushes himself down. Horrible. I remember the one that scared me the most wasn't even a film. We were on about Salem's Lot. I tried to watch the film there.
That's bad.
Bad. There's another vampire one out there that you said was decent, black and white.
It's
not. I was going to say Notorious.
It's when Dracula got very popular, they made their own version of it. It's the guy with the wee bald head and the long fingers.
Good.
It was good.
Well, I'll make give that a slap because
watch Cabin in the Woods. I would love to get your take on it. It's a bit like it would remind you from Dusk Till Dawn. It starts off as something and then just fucking switches.
Sinners is like it.
Switches up and they just are completely mad sci-fi.
One of my favourite, I'm the type of guy now that would look up movies I would go time travel. Love time travel ones. They don't do enough of them. Or they don't do them well enough. I love just the fact that people come back with the knowledge of now and then being somewhere, you know what I mean? Horror films too, I'd type it on. One of the best vampire ones I thought was 30 Days a Night.
I watched that recently. It's a cracker.
Because of the whole, in Alaska for a whole month it stays light, or dark. So that's a vampire.
Shite film.
Everybody go! They'll run out into the sun. What the fuck?
Alright, first they just all run the
last thing you see is a cactus.
And then they're just lying, enjoying the sun then for the next
bad
30 days.
fucking bastards.
No man, I love you ever see It Follows?
You got me to watch that. That was decent.
It's good.
I like him ones too. Like what do you call not Russell Crowe, the other dude, where he got pulled over, he's getting directions, he says, I'll go to the thing, and the wife's gone. I love all that crack. What do you mean? Oh, you were chatting to my wife?
We better.
I think there's a few of them. What are they called?
That's a good vampire movie. There's Interview with a Vampire's good.
Decent. Yeah.
Can't actually think of them. My brain, the last couple of days, I've been trying to think of things, and they're not coming to me.
Thinking.
It's not happening. Like.
I know. But I'm taking that NMN too. It's not fucking working. I thought I'd have curly black hair now.
NMN?
I don't know what it's called now. It's like 3 letters everybody's on about.
You're always taking the thing. Mine Orla found the cure for the hangover. The stuff you just take a fucking shot in the morning or before we go drinking. Mm-hmm. No hangovers ever again. 2 months later, they're all dying. They're dying.
You find stuff up at the top of my fridge when you go back. No, you're clean.
Do you know who Orla is? Orla's Jack and the Beanstalk. Magic Beans. She heads out to the shop and comes back with magic. Hey, fucking these magic.
No, it's just like Orla's good at predicting things. No. Just come to the chapel. It's one of wee quick mass that I had that he worked in nip over an hour and a half.
Coke went up my nose. Fuck.
An hour and a half. Father Doherty too. I'm finishing up. This is his last. I think it was his last mass.
Good.
And
can't stand it.
An hour and a half, and then she said to me, over to the school, they're just showing a wee clip of something. Another hour. Them showing videos of them throughout the fucking 5 years,
right.
7 years of school. Everybody at one was crying. Not too hard. You'd have cried.
You had a hard on?
You'd have cried. You'd have cried on. You'd have hard on in there in primary school. Fucking hell. We need to clip that there. Hey. I mean, not cut it. Cut it.
Get it on all the social medias.
Stick up on our dark web fucking Patreon.
You'll be getting the call and work there.
Jesus Christ.
What clip is it?
More now.
That's my answer. I finished Department Q as well.
What do you think?
I enjoyed it.
Do you know what I mean? It got better and better as we went along.
I like the way they all finished up at the end. Your man was just
you
giving
could see that American.
It was good.
Now they've got a team together.
Aye.
Da, 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 da.
Jesus Christ. Oh, sir.
What? What's wrong with me?
Training in Belfast. I've done it again.
See, I did a joke that died.
Well, it did die.
Did it die?
So, fuck, man. Do you ever? It was a sunny day. I was going down to Belfast for training. It wasn't on the farm. There's 100 things to do at the house.
But that's drive away from your troubles now. Forget your house. The weather's good.
But I'm driving away, but they're all still there. They all still need done.
That's the waste for.
And I have.
Hello.
So, was not on the farm. I actually pulled in a couple of times and I was like, maybe I just go back to the office. I just couldn't be fucking arsed. Got on, cracker day for a start.
The thing you went there was good?
No.
How do you mean the sun was
The
out?
sun was
So if you're in a bad, you just have a cloud following you.
But right away, it was something. So I don't do face-to-face delivery. It was all about that and resources and things. I was like, well, this is, my staff should be here, not me.
Aye.
So I was like, all right, I'm getting out. So I'm making an excuse, 1 o'clock, I'm fucking leaving. But we were doing a game. And no, I don't need to explain that. But there was a woman talking about transforming hate, and she was talking, and everybody was listening intently. I was kind of chilling out on my phone. And one of the times she went to say penalised, she said penis. Now, nobody in the room reacted. I mean, nobody flinched. But there was a guy, Chris, that I know, and he was facing her, and I was facing her. And I just kind of leant to the side over to Chris and went. And man, he started to do the Henri.
So your woman said it, but just kept motoring on.
No, she just said penis, and then she went penalises. Switched it, but she said penis.
And it woke you up out of your wee boredom.
Aye. And then your mom was just looking at her like that there, and I just leant over and went.
She
just
got
give
you.
her the wee. No, she was facing away from me, but he was facing right into me, and then he started just doing the Henri. He got her calmed down. But just before that, we were talking about something relating to transgender and sports, and she said penis
Again?
No, she was talking about a penis.
Oh, she loves the cock now.
So on the break, and I was like, fuck, say her name was Jane. I was like, Jane, you woke up this morning, you didn't think you'd be at training talking about penises twice? She just went, oh, the most awkward silence, just looking at each other going, oh, well, right. Might as well get a chicken nugget.
Did you not
here.
talk about anything else, or just looked at
I
you?
walked away.
Oh my god!
She was just fucking. She was just.
Sometimes
she's just deadpan.
You're like my brother. Sometimes you just say things and it's out, and you're like, "How has he got a better reputation than me?" I'd be sitting thinking.
And do you know what? She probably doesn't remember saying penis the first time because it was in the
She
context.
didn't mean it. Eh?
No, but it was in the context of the training.
Yeah, everybody.
And then the
listening at
second
home knows,
penis
yes.
probably doesn't
We all,
remember.
yes.
So she's probably going, "What the fuck are you talking about? Why are you talking to me about penises?"
Yep, twice.
3
times then, actually. Because she said penis, then she said it again, then you brought it up again, so. Triple cock. Triple nipple.
Oh, I never got speaking to Chris either. They say, I nearly got you there. I nearly.
I've went to meetings, and not recently, but before, where it's like I woke up after a night out. I'm driving home going, why the fuck did I say that? No. Back in the day, I couldn't hold it on. I had to just say it. And my ratios were good. Probably about 7 hits out of 10. Do you know what I mean? But then 3 get remembered as well. And sometimes when people just double down on the 3, they don't care about all of that. And there's no mercy.
Sure. I said, you know what? Nobody gives a fuck about training. And these people are brought in. And I'll just make up and I'd shout and fucking go on. So the break came and I was like, well, I just fucking clear and not come back. I said, nah, do you know what? Because I was back down on Monday with the same people. So I'll just go up and make a fucking say I have to go in and apologise. Man, your woman was fucking got it. She was all, Niall, what's wrong? And I was like, I had no story. So I was like, the fucking. It's like, the fucking, you know, that wild fucking.
That reminds me of fucking.
And then she was like, and how are you getting on?
And then you felt like, well, stay. Was there a wee bit of
she was really caught up about it. And then the trainer says to me, how are you and all? Or how you feeling? But she meant how you feeling about the course. And I was like, I'm alright. It's just a fucking. Just walking in the elevator going, what the fuck just happened there now?
What was the point of going up?
Because I had
you should have just phoned in sick or something.
Because I had a wee plan in my head. I'll go over and sit in Boojum for half an hour and I'll watch that wee show and I'll head up and run. Like, I'm not going to get home till fucking 4 o'clock anyway because it was only actually the last.
You've been flat out in Belfast, haven't you?
And there was only like an hour I was missing. And then I went down in Boojum, watched the wee Disturbance show for half an hour, ate a burrito. I was walking back over to my car and I was like, oh fuck. So the training was on a corner building, completely windows. So I had to walk by. Just half an hour later, after 7, I had to go home. I was like, fuck.
Oh, do you remember LG that worked with us? He was up in the Letterkenny, or Enniskillen, sorry, and he was telling the social workers, said he was teaching the young person, said, listen, phone call from the wife, I gotta go. And then about an hour later, one of the social workers, because he rang me and told me the crack, he went across the road to get a sandwich, and there Jared sitting eating a sandwich with a cup of tea.
Man, that's
45 minutes later, and he's sitting there, oh, I gotta get out of here.
And I was going to say something like, hey, phone call emergency at home, but I was like, no,
that's a fucking schoolboy error there.
What?
That's what I'm saying. See, whenever I got in
I
bother,
thought nobody would care.
See,
Your mum was got it.
If I was got on there with a bother in the town and my t-shirt was ripped or something, there was a bit of blood on me, I would clean myself up before I go home. Where our tail lands on my ripped shirt and blood is running down his face, and what happened? You and I go, fuck. You missed that? What?
You weren't there, you must have.
And you start walking out, oh, will Bobby yet? No, you weren't. I'm going to
I know, man. I had to walk for an extra 15 minutes, then I had to go take a big massive loop away up around to get back into the housing estate to get my car.
Oh, you just made a hand on that.
Do you know what? I've actually been in Belfast so many times. Do you remember our old office?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember we used to try to get the parking?
And the street behind it?
Aye, and then there was a big space. Well, that's built up on the flats now. It's
bastards.
So, man, there's a wee flat right on the corner, so it has windows all the way around. And there's a wee man, he has an amputated leg, Celtic fan, Celtic jersey, every day, whole flat covered in Celtic stuff. If I'm there at 9 o'clock in the morning, he's sitting in front of the TV in a wheelchair, Cans.
Cans.
4 cans. He always has 4 cans in front of him. So struck up because I've been in and out checking the car and walking down the street for a bit of fresh air, so waving and all the time. Cans from 9 in the morning. I see when I'm leaving at 5 o'clock, more cans. All day, every day, sitting in the same spot, cans.
Drinking himself to death.
It's kind of fucking... I feel bad for him, but he always waves, and then I was chatting to some of the people working in the building, they were like, aye. Then waves all a bit eventually, but develop on the, hey, Mary! And I was like...
Yeah, you have fiver on you?
No, just conversation. It's just lonely.
Mm.
He says the next time, man, I can't get out of the house because this morning I was standing cutting something, cans. I was like, man, I fucking feel so bad for him. It's just...
Did you go over them?
No time.
You can't.
What am I going to do?
No, exactly. What's the point? Just walk on.
Up itself. Cans of cardboard.
Do you remember the boy complained about somebody built their house too close to the bonfire? Remember that a couple of years ago? Fucking stupid that was. It's a wild place to put a house. That up fucking years and they put the bonfire beside it.
Boys, what about fucking Iran's attacked fucking US military base tonight?
Aye. They were right.
Man, I kind of had a bit of anxiety yesterday about the whole fucking
World War III.
Aye. Do you not feel it a bit like?
Don't watch anything to do it now at the moment. I think it's the whole fucking thing's a good smokescreen for them to continue to slaughter in Gaza. Nobody's chatting about Gaza at the moment.
Well,
nobody's chatting about thousands upon thousands of people filling cities last weekend for the Palestinians.
Funny, I was listening to the Free State podcast, and there was a guy who wrote a book around Gaza and Israel, and he was over there last year, and he was like, "You see, the day that Israel bombed Iran was the day that the Senate or something was taking Israel up on creating a famine in Palestine. And when your man stood up to talk about the famine, he let them know that they've bombed, and that's all.
Aye.
They didn't have to talk about the famine.
Exactly. Sure, one of the chief Iranian negotiators was killed in the middle of negotiations. I mean, he was negotiating some sort of fucking deal with America. But they're calling it a preemptive strike. Well, they've always got an excuse, haven't they? We did this before you were able to make Netanyahu's been saying that for years.
1997, they're 3 weeks away.
3 months. Then 2003 was another couple of months. It's imminent. And people are believing it.
Man,
Trump's not fucking wise and all that. The whole world's got do you know what? It's like one big fucking video game, isn't it?
Scary, man. See, like watching Mission Impossible last week and all the bombs and the nuclear stuff, I'm like, holy fuck, it's...
You'll be right anyway. Tom Cruise. Take my breath away. Them new teeth will sort you out for the fucking apocalypse comes. Don't come in!
What about, man, what if it all kicks off Mission Impossible style and then we all end up in 28 weeks later? Fucking big zombies with dongs running about, me and you trying to suck them out.
I know, I'll have the rapist one too, bet you. You fall into the rapist hood.
And
you fell into the sex offender section of the jail and they're all zombies. You fall into the fucking sex offenders fucking section of the jail and they've all massive dongs.
I know for a fact.
And they don't bite you, they just ride you.
I know for a fact, see if the first scene of the second one happens and you're caught in a room and all the zombies are running and I'm standing at the door.
You're closing 100%.
And then me running down through the field and you're up at the window.
I just hope when they're eating me to leave a bit of brain there, remember you. And then come get you.
You bite my tongue, yeah.
That was the best out of all the 28s. That part, and you know, it was Danny Boyle did that bit. Apparently, and then he left. But that part where Robert Carlyle getting chased. Jesus, it was so real, because it didn't look like he was getting away. And it was like, see what was wrong, they're all coming down.
I know why.
Fucking hell. He just robbed somebody's fucking heart.
You think he could run away from them zombies? You definitely would be caught.
Well,
I would be caught too, bad knees.
Let's run out of breath. What do you call that cunt that runs 100,000 miles? He'd be caught. He'd be caught. So they don't have a fucking heart.
Imagine you down on the hands and the knees.
Even I wouldn't get away from them fuckers. You're on about the fast ones. fucking.
You know what you
No.
do? You'd forget
I
it.
think it follows.
You'd forget about them. You'd stop to look at your phone. And fuck.
There they come.
Fucking tickets to charities aren't selling.
They're catching up. They're a mile and a half away.
You bang your red face.
Breaking my Wayne's legs and leaving them on the ground behind me. Going on. I need to save humanity.
Fuck, getting eaten alive would be a tight one. Would you? You wouldn't feel it for a wee while.
That's an old wives' tale. Yeah, because of the fat. The nerve endings are above the fat.
So it'd be sore. So it'd be sore.
Like fat people don't feel things.
It'd be sore for a while, and then for a good bit. Then it'd be all right.
Aye, you're free.
The initial pain's over.
Yeah, you feel it all. Wonders anybody out there got that fat?
Because my mate,
You would just shite yourself, wouldn't you?
my mate, he's letting his daughters watch the first two because they're on about going to the cinema. And I was like, man,
What age are they?
12 and 13.
Ooh.
I was like, man, the third one has massive dongs on it. Like
You're obsessed with these dongs, sir.
I want to actually see them.
Just fucking Google it.
I don't think you can.
I'm sure you can Google it now. It's out. They're out now.
How long they get me?
Let me get a look at these dongs.
Oh my God.
Just
Sorry. Right then.
28 years later. 28 years
20
later, dong penises. I guarantee.
28 years later, big penis, a lot of penises today. It's this one here. These are like big. No.
Jesus. See when he typed that on the thing, big penises, just search history come up there. About 20 searches of big penises.
There's just
Why are they all in there now?
There's just shortcuts.
Just
right
went
away.
shortcut to big Willys there.
Alpha.
One stick in men's hairy assholes. Go on.
No.
They don't type it on. Oh, the search history.
Oh, here.
Well, let me look at your search history. I'll let you
There,
look at
look. You can't see it. It's covered, but look.
mine. Sure, that's no.
Well, let me see that. Big man.
Go on, ring your dad and tell him you love him.
No. Okay. Do you know what? I'd rather ring him and tell him about the big zombie dicks.
You're telling everybody that's listening at home.
I know. So if you're thinking about taking your son or daughter, there's going to be an awkward moment where you're sitting in the fucking cinema and there's a big, massive zombie dick flopping about.
That is awkward too. I used to fucking cover my eyes when people kissed in Dallas in front of my granny. The break.
I would get
Dynasty.
I would get a wee bit like that when there's riding and it's me and the wife sitting.
Used to watch porn together, aren't we?
No. Fuck.
Oh, it'd be strange, but no.
Some boys giving her a good do and you're like, fuck, oh shit. Oh shit. Remember this is not real.
Fictional. That's fiction.
They're not that big.
Then it comes up based on a true story.
It's
not real.
It's plastic.
Hey. Fucking when you're a wee too high and you like young, first time ever seen a porn. Usually sit with about 5 mates, and everybody pretends they know what they're watching. Just and your man never fucking comes. It's just on and on and on. And you're thinking, oh, I'm fucked. Do you know what I mean? I can bop my balloon in 30 seconds.
That was one of the things came up on the mental health thing seminar I was at last week about your man's
Unrealistic.
expectations, because he actually said this expectation that him and his wife were having like porn sex, and now it's just missionary, but it's kissing and loving.
Who are you on with?
The guy that was on talking. One of the guys on stage.
Talking about what?
It just had bad mental health and just its expectation to go to the gym and have I think he owns a CrossFit gym and been on his phone and drinking and taking drugs and his relationship suffering and having like porn star sex, which was not connected. It was just
fucking fuck up.
what fucking bars are you?
Mine went over there. Hey, you fuck up!
Ronan, you're hurting me. Hey,
Back in the basement, me!
get in. Call me Pretzel. Joseph.
Joe face to you.
Do
Down there, fucking there.
you know you're on about
We're only
Ronan?
joking, ladies and gentlemen.
You're on about Ronan.
We get carried away when it's someone else too. We need a guest again to level it out because ones are enjoying the guests.
I
was
text a
picked
couple
the
and
good ones.
they looked at them and
What? You text too?
text a couple of people.
I just looked at it and says, "I get you."
Oh no, I'm too fucking idiots. Let's see.
You going to name and shame them? I think he's tone deaf anyway.
Why I can't read?
I'll
So-
get.
See, you're on about running there in zombies. Do you ever see them reels where you see your wife run full speed for the first time?
People doing woman running.
No, so
Steven Seagal.
you get Arla to run on the street full pace. Have you ever seen Arla run full pace?
No. I don't think she can.
Can you? When's the last time?
My ma hasn't jumped off the ground since 1982. 2 feet the one time. Like her 2 feet haven't left the floor since the 80s. I find that remarkable.
When's the last time you run full pace?
Sure, man, I would be fucking sprinting, training you.
When?
Before the fight last year. Suppose I have full sprint.
Full
now.
sprint, not just fucking jogging or on a treadmill.
No, I would have had to. Sure, I do sprints because of shortcuts. If you know what I mean? I'd rather do 10 sprints than a fucking half-hour jog. So I would have sprinted last year before the fight. That's a year ago. Remember, I says I'm definitely going back to the boxing.
Was that 2 years ago?
Over a year now. Mm-hmm. I've met it, but I was doing prep.
Go and get Arla to run. I don't think I've ever seen Karen run.
Well, we get them to race each other. On video, what?
We might finish them. Because you know what, man, that is probably an act. Do you ever see that them reels where the girl runs all funny and they just video the people's reactions? Like if she was an absolute stunner, but she ran like that, you'd be like,
The rarest run that anybody ever does, don't give a fuck who it is when your dog escapes from the house. So your dog's walking around the estate. People are watching out the window too, so you're like, I don't want to do a full sprint. Can't, you know what I mean? And he's a wee cunt anyway. So you're doing one of them sort of run walk things. Hold on! And then you're speeding up and you're going down, but for some reason you don't want to go up with arms because the dog will know. So it's all fucking, here!
do you know when you do that exact same run too? You ever a car lets you across the road and you walk a wee bit, then you do a wee.
Do you ever see boys that do the jog that's slower than the walk? Thanks. And I'm going, that's fucking slower. What are you doing?
There was a guy. I seen a guy out running yesterday. He was running like this.
There's a boy who runs around Strabane and he stays up on his fucking. You ever see that? The whole family do it. They all run the same. They what do you call it? Part of your foot? The ball of your
The
foot?
ball.
Just stay up there the whole time.
That's what you're supposed to run like that.
No, they're up. They're like tap toes, like. I would say they could run across fucking cement. Soft.
I'd love to see you run a full pace.
Sure, I'm a machine, man. You wouldn't want to fucking come at you.
A vending machine. Fucking
The fridge.
air fryer.
Oh, with me coming full flat.
Full flat.
I
Full
would-
flat white.
Fucking flatty.
Aye, but you're going to be running that way.
But
I'm going to
I need to. I'm like the drifter bike. Takes a wee while to get going, but then when you're up and running, you blow the patch, and you just fucking can't stop me downhill. Can you even run anymore? Your sply legs.
I was jogging on the treadmill.
Do you think you beat me a race?
Oh, I
No, at this minute.
no.
Good.
Aye, well, maybe.
It's all about the day, and then don't think too far.
If it was short, I think I could break on the gentle, easy jog. It would beat you.
No. No offense. Jogging backwards, chatting me when I'm going full tilt. No, man,
But you know, you're very contradictory.
The speed I can fucking gallop up.
Over what distance? A meter?
No, I'd be slow over a meter. 4 meters, BT. Man, jumps to take. Do you ever do you're going from. Remember that game? You used to play in the Ballycon, you were trying the Ballycon. Remember that? You used to try and see many jumps to take you across the road?
Broad jumps.
2. Whatever the road. Any road.
Fuck.
For some reason they can do it in 2. Every road.
Back when you were
Melmont.
back in the back when
Sure,
you were
bounced back.
like a basketball.
Plenty of bounce.
You had that big basketball
Go.
sign.
Roll just. Aye. You beat me race probably because you're light. Lumber. Not lumber.
Well-oiled machine.
No, you're not.
Oh, my CrossFit and all.
CrossFit purple belt.
What?
That's just proudies one.
Because they were talking about that, the running, and what was the other, Rick? Smoking a vape. Sometimes you do the... and do you know what? Woman too. There was a video going around last night. It was like that, you know, that brunch thing where all the women go to and make loads of money. They travel around Ireland. Sunday brunch or something it was called, or and there was a woman holding a big massive vape like out there. She was cracker looking, but man, it was a big
Big pile of smoke. Stupid looking.
Aye.
Moustaches. Don't know what they take on. You come round to the idea now.
What?
Just everybody's got a moustache now. Just a moustache.
Did I ever tell you about 2 months ago? I shaved my beard, but just left the moustache. Man, it was like, do you know that scene in? Do you know that scene in Ron Burgundy where your man walks out with aftershave where people are diving behind desks? What's that smell of shite? It's just like people just lost them. I was like, see if I had walked out with a full turd.
Why? Who
Wife, children, everybody.
I
were
don't
like,
listen. They never tell you the truth. Fucking shave it out. Come on, next.
but if I had walked out with a dog shite on my lip, would have been less reaction.
So what did you do? How did you?
Just kept all that really tight, and then just.
And they noticed.
Aye.
But different, you came in clean with a boy.
Cleans.
That was the
Cleans
thing.
committed, like.
My dad had a Magnum PA for years.
The Michael Stone.
He was known a bit for it, like handlebar and everything. But now they're back. Like you're 25-year-olds and you're looking at them going, Do you know what's mad? Remember and it was the worst fashion thing that went through here was when I was doing the door in Derry. And they wore their trousers down. Might have been your generation, Mark.
Lincoln
where
Park.
the arse was out. And then I realised that some people were stitching pants to their jeans.
So.
I was thinking, because I was a brave man there wearing white. But I used to say to them, pull your fucking trousers up, what are you on about? But they're all married men now in their 30s, aren't they? 40s nearly going, Because everybody was doing it. Everybody. Did you have your ex out? But you would have had pants showing. You hung around with the boys. But you know the boys wanted it? Did you hang around with boys that did it?
No.
And did you even make didn't even come up in discussion?
Cut my life
So it's like
into
walking around with a big
pieces.
fucking stupid hairdo and nobody mentioning it. Just, your arse is out, man.
Aye.
Some weird fucking styles. And they go round. They'll probably go round it again.
I have seen it.
Flares.
I never done that.
Tight jeans. Now the flares are coming back. Just when I'm starting to get into I'm always one behind.
I can't wear a baggy t-shirt. I don't like it. See them oversized.
Why?
I don't know. When I sit down, it's all sitting like that.
That's
there.
your wee phobia because people know whenever you were in primary school, you were a wimp. He was the wimp.
How do you know you hang around
all
the
the
primary
size him,
school?
just that wee face, like a wee bird looking at an nest. No, hello everybody,
don't know that.
please don't touch me. And that's where it's come from. That's your fucking ingrained phobia about being small. This job is too big. Yeah. The training and fucking you have to do just to get my guns. It's unreal. But it's true. That's what it is. That's what it is. Think about it. You don't like.
But I don't mind a baggy.
Feeling like
I don't mind a baggy hoodie. It's just a t-shirt. So explain that then.
Baggy hoodie gives you shoulders. No, I mean, not you. Everybody in general, like. Mark, for fuck's sake.
Oh, Mark, still running? Are you?
Would you beat him a race, would you?
No.
I'll tell you how. Was I telling you the time me and Richard were a big fight coming up? Letterkenny. And Justy came down to watch us train. We were doing the old meadows, lapping it.
You did that.
He lapped us. It wasn't even training. I think he was wearing his work boots. I was thinking, why are we fighting? You scratching there?
I was super fast when I was young.
Were you? When you were a footballer?
Aye. Speed.
Your young boy Speed's fairly coming on the popularity world, hasn't he?
He's on everything.
40 million followers he's got on. What's the thing? He's just going up to the number 40 million. But he's a celeb now. Like the famous footballers are going over because it must be their wins. Love him. It's mad the way the world for it. But he seems an alright dude when you watch. He gives money to everybody.
He's a good guy.
He
annoys me, but he's a good guy.
There's his own wee way going on, like, but people just love him. And how did he start playing games online or something?
YouTube star.
How's our YouTube channel coming on?
Slow.
Slow and steady wins a fucking race. We'll be about 102 when we get enough followers.
£60 from YouTube.
We break even. Oh, we should celebrate the day we break even. We ribbon and all.
The day we're not out of money. Right, on that fucking bombshell.
Good night.